You are with the big story here. I'm Seher Zama. We're making a start with a huge story that's coming in regarding demonetized currency. Bengaluru police have busted a massive scam. They've arrested 4 people for hoarding demonetized cash worth 99 lakh rupees. 4 men had scammed various people by offering to exchange their demonetized notes, charging a commission of 20%. The gang has, in these investigations, now claimed that they knew an RBI official who could help them convert the money. But following a tip-off here, the police, having busted the scam, having arrested all 4 men.
Arrested 4 persons by name Rajendra Prasad, Shahnaz, Satish and Suresh, who belong to Kerpuram, Deepanjali Nagar and Wilson Garden area of Bangalore city. We also have information that about 8 to 10 more people are involved in the similar cheating activity.
Let's get in further inputs. Our correspondent Srija getting us those details. Srija, this coming in as huge developments here, given demonetized currency, which was illegal since 2016. After so many years, this scam has been busted. But have there been collecting this money with the promise of getting this changed up to recently?
Well, that's right, Seher. In fact, even after 4 years of, we see right now the demonetized notes are still surfacing at this point in time. As far as this latest case goes, what we also understand from the DCP of Bengaluru North, Shashi Kumar, he tells us that where 4 people have been right now taken into custody, and the 4 people, the modus operandi was that over the last 2 years they were operating as far as collecting and the demonetized notes. So far they have been arrested with nearly 99 lakh rupee. Now, this is the demonetized note that we're talking about. And the commission that they had collected from their clients was about, for every 1 crore rupee, they had taken about nearly 10 to 20% of the commission, which means at least 10 lakh to 20 lakh rupee. So also the most important point to be noted in this is that the modus operandi carried out by the 4 people, the quartet, is that they did promise the clients by saying that they know one particular RBI official who will help them convert this demonetized note. So, of course, the question comes now, how many clients are involved in this as far as the demonetized notes are concerned? And also remember, the RBI official, as far as the 4 people are concerned, who are right now arrested and in the custody of the Nepal police, we see that they have admitted to the police by saying that they did lure their clients by saying that they knew the RBI official, and 14 lakh will have to be paid. So every client that they had taken the money, the demonetized note, we see 14 lakh rupee was paid for this RBI official. Again, the question remains, who really is this RBI official? Now, that is something which is still unanswered at this point in time. So since the arrest happened today, what we see is that they will be produced before the City Civil Sessions Court within the next 24 hours. After they're being produced, we see the police will seek their custody and the investigation will begin.
All right. Srija, many thanks for getting us all these inputs. Of course, several questions that need to be answered, whom they were in touch with, who was the RBI official, if at all it's true, with investigations that are still continuing with this. In the build-up to the Delhi Assembly elections, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal at the nomination centre to file his papers. The deadline to file the nomination that ends today, in fact, there is a long queue at the nomination office. There have been several independents there who are filing their nominations as well, which is why it's taking unexpectedly long to do that. But just ahead of entering the nomination centre, Kejriwal spoke, saying that his party's aim in the second term, if AAP returns, is to defeat corruption, is to take Delhi forward. But his political opponents are only aiming at defeating Kejriwal. Delhi Assembly elections to be scheduled to be held on the 8th of February.
नॉमिनेशन फाइल करने के लिए जा रहे हैं और यहाँ से अगले 5 साल की यात्रा शुरू हो रही है और जैसा दिल्ली में अच्छा काम हुआ है मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ कि अगले 5 साल भी ऐसे अच्छा काम लेट नहीं 12 बजे अभी तो 3 घंटे हैं।
बहुत सारे कैंडिडेट और कांग्रेस ने उसको देख के क्या कहेंगे?
देखिए बीजेपी और कांग्रेस और कई सारी पार्टियां ये इकट्ठी हो गई हैं, एलजेपी, जेजेपी, जेडीयू और आरजेडी, पहली बार ऐसा है कि दिल्ली में इस तरह के गठबंधन देखने को मिल रहे हैं। तो इन सारी पार्टियों का एक ही मकसद है कि किस तरह से केजरीवाल को हराया जाए, और मेरा एक ही मकसद है कि किस तरह से भ्रष्टाचार को हराया जाए और दिल्ली को आगे बढ़ाया जाए। वो लोग कह रहे हैं केजरीवाल को हराओ, मैं कह रहा हूँ स्कूलों को अच्छा करो, अस्पतालों को अच्छा करो, बिजली को अच्छा करो, और वो उनका सबका केवल एक ही मकसद है कि किस तरह से मिलकर केजरीवाल को हराया जाए।
Let's get in further inputs. Our correspondent Ayushman getting us those details here right outside the nomination center. Ayushman, this is an unexpectedly long queue that we're looking at. It has caused delay, something that has not necessarily been seen earlier. What's happening right now?
Well, sir, this is one of the longest nomination process that could have taken in this entire Delhi's history. When a CM goes inside, almost 4.5 hours have gone by. It's almost 5 hours when Arvind Kejriwal went inside for filing the nominations. Currently, if you can see here, even all those workers, which the crowd you were seeing here, is completely, the stretch is completely empty. People were here, they were, all supporters were here, but currently there is no one. Only thing is, the report that we are getting from inside is that more than 67 people have been given the token. That means that if you exclude the top 3 parties contesting candidates, 64 other people are there for filing the nomination, and Arvind Kejriwal is at 45th candidate who has to be there to filing nomination. Currently, we are being told that 31st candidate is getting his paper checked for filing the nomination, and an unexpected delay is taking place currently, Seher. And if you go through Manish Sisodia's claim, he's saying Saurabh Bhardwaj is inside. He was inside. He said that there are people who don't even have proper documents, and they have come in line and they are causing the delay. But the current situation is more than 5 hours have passed, and the Chief Minister is inside, and it will take more time for him to file the nominations today.
Okay, Ayushman, stay on with us. This is with respect to the long queue that has been seen today. AAP is already now beginning to call this a conspiracy as well, as you stated Manish Sisodia's remark on that. A small ruckus that took place earlier as well, right outside this nomination center. Earlier today, when Arvind Kejriwal reached, there were independent candidates saying that Kejriwal is breaking queue. Video, as you hear, they can be heard sloganeering, Kejriwal, get into line. It's been a full day of dramatic developments pertaining to Delhi Assembly elections. This is as far as the BJP camp is concerned. Shiromani Akali Dal, one of their longest standing partners, announced that they will not fight the elections in Delhi this time because of the differences that they have with the BJP over the Citizenship Amendment Act. Akali says they've been asked to change their stand on CAA. Akali's current stand is that they're against the act, even though they voted for it in Parliament. Today, they're saying that they refuse to change their stand.
लंबे समय से जो अलायंस है भारतीय जनता पार्टी के साथ, लेकिन पिछले दिनों में जो सरदार सुखबीर सिंह जी बादल साहब ने सीए के ऊपर अपना स्टैंड लिया, उसके चलते बार बार इस बात पर मंथन हो रहा था भारतीय जनता पार्टी की लीडरशिप की तरफ से। श्रोमणी अकाली दल ने प्रेफर किया विधानसभा की सीटों को छोड़ना बजाय इसके कि अपने स्टैंड को छोड़े।
Let's get in those inputs here as well. As far as the BJP camp's concerned, our correspondent Ayushman tracking those details as well. Ayushman, what is one to make as far as the SAD and the BJP and their current equation here is concerned? Is it restricted just to the Delhi elections, or is this a rift that could further deepen?
Sir, looking at the background of the passage of Citizenship Amendment Bill and the kind of support that it received from Shiromani Akali Dal, it doesn't seem that it would go any further. Moreover, if you remember the resolution in Punjab, Shiromani Akali Dal also opposed to that, but it also said that they wanted the inclusion of Muslims. Yesterday, when Maninder Singh Sirsa was doing this press conference, he clearly said that there were several rounds of meeting that took place between BJP and Akali Dal, in which it was told to them that they should change their stand. If you can talk about the stake of Akali Dal in Delhi, it was expected that they'll fight on 4 seats, but they clearly said that they did not want to change their stance from the point that they wanted the inclusion of Muslims in the CA and NRC, and that is why they were not ready to do that. And as a result of that, they are not calling off the alliance, but only not fighting elections with the BJP in Delhi.
Right. Ayushman, many thanks for getting us those inputs. Let's track further details coming in regarding Delhi elections. And now this is with respect to the Congress. There's been drama at the front of the Congress as well. They have decided to field timer Ramesh Sabharwal against Arvind Kejriwal in the New Delhi Assembly seat. In fact, this development came about only after Ramesh Sabharwal shared images of his resume on Twitter yesterday, requesting the Congress leaders Rahul and Priyanka Gandhi to pitch himself as a candidate. In his tweet there, which has now been deleted, he in fact claimed that there are agents of Kejriwal within the party who are hurting his chances and that he served the party enough to finally fight elections.
केजरीवाल को मेरे खिलाफ कोई एक्सपीरियंस ज़्यादा नहीं है पॉलिटिक्स का, उसको ना एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन चलाना आता है, सिर्फ वो झूठ बोलना उसको आता है। मेरे को आई एम कंसर्न्ड अबाउट माय एरिया। मैं नई दिल्ली से बात कर रहा हूँ। जो व्यक्ति अगर अपने घर में काम नहीं कर सकता, उसे दिल्ली में क्या काम किया होगा? अगर उसने आम आदमी की तरह उसकी जो सोच थी वो बिल्कुल नहीं है। उसने नई दिल्ली की जनता को सोचा कि ये तो बॉन्डेड लेबर हैं उसके, 2 बार जिता दिया। इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि 12 बजे आपने शीला जी भी चली गई थी यहाँ से।
A double murder in the national capital. A woman and her 12-year-old son have been found murdered at their own house. The child was found with his throat slit. The mother was found with injuries on her. The bodies were found in a decomposed state. They were discovered only after the neighbors complained. The neighbors informed the police about foul smell coming in from their home. Our correspondent Alok is getting us these details. What more is known of this double murder, given that quite some time had passed ever since the two were murdered there?
Well, sir, this incident, in fact, reported in the morning around 10:30 a.m. when there were neighbors that found out some foul smell emanating from their house. They immediately informed the police. The police went inside. They found out one side of the door there were 2 exit and entry, and one entry and exit was in fact closed from outside. It was locked. However, the another side was not shut. So it completely some friendly entry is there. However, there was no ransacking happened because this woman lived with her 12-year son alone. In fact, her husband died 3 years ago because of the illness. So this woman was living alone with her son, 12-year-old son. However, the financial need was fulfilled by the maternal family, the maternal side of the woman. So as of now, nobody knows that how it all had happened. However, there were CCTV cameras. With the help of that, police is trying to ascertain who went inside the house. However, the people live nearby. They don't know that who came and when came. The police suspect that it could be the personal enmity. However, they are also not ruling out the possibility of robbery. So police is working on several angles. So as of now, the body has been sent for the postmortem examination.
Okay. Alok, many thanks for those details. In a new controversy, this is regarding Tamil superstar Rajinikanth. He has today said that he's not going to be apologizing for the remark that he'd made earlier. This is protest that broke out with his remark. On social reformer E.V. Ramasamy Periyar. Rajinikanth came out this morning out of his residence with copies of news publications to support what he'd stated, saying what he said is in line with facts and that he won't apologise. This remark comes in days after the Dravidian outfit demanded an apology for him for his remarks that he'd taken on a rally. These were remarks regarding a rally which was taken out by social reformer Periyar decades ago. Rajinikanth said that in a rally led by Periyar in 1971, idols of deities were without clothes. On that, the Dravidian outfit accused the actor of uttering a blatant lie. This has now further intensified to the extent the Dravidian group has filed a petition in court seeking directions to register a police complaint against Rajinikanth.
So, இதுக்கு வந்து நான் மன்னிப்பு கேட்கணும், ஒருத்தர் தெரிவிக்கணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்க. சாரி, நான் மன்னிப்பு கேட்க முடியாது, ஒருத்தர் தெரிவிக்க முடியாதுன்னு சொல்லி தாழ்மையுடன் சொல்லிக் கொடுக்கிறேன். இப்போ சொல்லிட்டேன், தவறா இப்போ சொல்லிட்டேன், நான் கிளியர் பண்ணிட்டேன். இது ஆல்ரெடி திஸ்டம் கிளியராக இருக்கு, அது நடந்திருக்கு அப்படின்னு சொல்லி இந்த மாதிரி மேகசின்ஸ் எழுதிருக்காங்க, அது கிளியர் பண்ணிட்டேன்.
அந்த காலகட்டத்தில் பொது வாழ்வில் இருந்தவங்க கூட அந்த சிச்சுவேஷன்ல இருந்தவங்க கூட இதை வந்து மறுத்து அவங்க வந்து ஆதாரத்தோட பல விஷயங்களை வந்து சமூக வலைதளங்களை கொடுத்துட்டு தான் வராங்க. நீங்க அவுட்லுக் பத்திரிகைன்னு ஒண்ணு காட்டுறீங்க, அவங்க வந்து அன்னைக்கு களத்துல இருந்தோம்னு சொல்லிட்டு அவங்களோட ஆதாரத்தை கொடுக்குறாங்க. இதை எப்படி பாக்குறீங்க?
நான் பார்த்தது நான் சொல்றேன், அவங்க பார்த்தது அவங்க சொல்றாங்க.
Our correspondent Pramod is getting us further inputs. Pramod, what's to happen next regarding this? Because now there is an attempt that a police complaint be filed against him in the face of an absolute refusal of an apology from his side.
Certainly. The thing is that, like what Rajinikanth has mentioned, has occurred back in 1971. It was an instant where Tande Periyar was holding a huge rally. It was called against a rally against superstitions, where, according to Rajinikanth, where he says that the particular magazine had gone ahead and reported about obscene images of gods being paraded and garlanded with slippers. However, Periyarists and Dravidian people from Dravidian movements have come forward and they have tried to say that the facts are entirely wrong, and Rajinikanth, if he's sure, he should only bring accurate facts, otherwise they will file complaint, which they have done already, and in fact sought the help of Madras High Court to actually direct Republican police to file the complaint. What Rajinikanth has given today as proof is this piece of paper. This is what he was holding in his hand today. It is a photocopy of a digital article, and this is from 2017. This is not from 1971, and this is an article about a cartoonist who was arrested in 2017 regarding a caricature. And in this article, what Rajinikanth was trying to say was just given as a three sentences, and this is what Rajinikanth has brought forward as evidence. This itself is turning out a little bit as an embarrassment, because various leaders from Periyar movements and Dravidian parties have come forward, and they said that if Rajinikanth wants to bring out such a huge controversy or such a huge allegation, he need to bring proof, not an article that is published in 2017 as the backbone of it.
Okay, Pramod, many thanks with those details. On that, we are slipping into a very tiny breather. Please stay on with us. Back in just a bit. Thanks for staying on. This is news coming in on an extremely tragic note. 8 Indian tourists from Kerala have died. They were found unconscious at a resort at their room in Daman, which is in Nepal. Their bodies were discovered this morning. 2 couples and 4 children. They had to be airlifted to Kathmandu. They could not be saved. Initial investigations here saying that they had turned on the gas heater inside the room to keep themselves warm. But the heater malfunctioned, caused them to suffocate. Indian embassy officials now have reached the spot. We have with us our correspondent Vivek getting us further inputs here. What more the investigations have revealed so far?
See, as of now, the investigation team is yet to reveal more details about this. What we are receiving as of now is that the death could have caused due to suffocation. That is due to the leakage that has caused, leakage that happened in the water heater that was, kept inside the room. in this particular resort in Daman, which is around 30 kilometers away from Kathmandu. This incident happened late yesterday, and the family of 8 members from Chengo to Konam in a place called Trivandrum, the outskirts of Trivandrum, were actually on a 6-day trip to Nepal. And what we understand is that the death is caused to suffocation. That is the initial information. After that, the investigation team did not reveal much about this. The Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan already had a word with the Nepal authorities. Also, the Norca routes has also been informed. What we understand is that the External Affairs Ministry is taking all possible measures to make sure that the bodies are being brought back to India in the next 24 hours. A very, very unfortunate incident, I should say, mainly because 8 members of the same family, and 3 of them are children, and 3 adults, and also 2 teenagers are in this. One of the children somehow managed to escape from this horrific incident that has actually caused a shock in this incident. What we are understanding is that this was a very cold. The weather was extremely cold, and in order to beat the weather, this water heater was kept, and there was leakage that was reported. That is what we are getting from the first information report, which we're getting is that. But apart from this, were there any other conspiracy? We don't know. But as of now, the investigation agencies are not sharing such details. This is exactly, that is the water heater. The gas leakage from the water heater is the prima facie cause for this tragedy that was mentioned. As of now, we don't have any other information that's pouring in as of now.
Okay. All right. As of now, this is what is known so far. Vivek, thank you for those inputs. The meeting between Delhi's Lieutenant Governor and the Shaheen Bagh protesters has taken place. He says he's requested the protesters to call off the stir, giving reasons on the inconvenience it is causing to school children, patients, daily commuters, local residents because of this blockade. So based on that inconveniences, why he has requested the Shaheen Bagh protesters to call off this protest here, which is in the middle of the road. Well, we'll get in further details here on this in just a bit, but it's important to note that this is a meeting that took place between the Delhi LG and the protesters, essentially facilitated by the Delhi police. The Delhi police, as per instructions of the court, to bring in, to ease traffic restrictions, was asked to deal with the situation sensitively. So the Delhi police has been asking in the past few days for the protesters to call off the protest here. But this is a protest which has continued and which has continued to grow. More than a month since this protest has been on day 38 today and has remained entirely apolitical.
नहीं उस पर कोई ऐसी बात नहीं हुई। अभी आप लोग प्रोटेस्ट जारी रहेगा? बिल्कुल हमारा जारी रहेगा ना? बिल्कुल। हम कल का जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट का जो भी निर्णय आता है उसको देखते हुए हम आगे की रणनीति तय करेंगे। ठीक है, थैंक यू, थैंक यू, थैंक यू, थैंक यू भैया। ATV भारत।
Okay, that being a word coming in from one of the protesters post the meeting with the Delhi LG. Next course of action is to be determined. Still don't know what the protesters would decide to do. And with that, it is a wrap on the show on the big story here. Thanks for being with us.